This is a story about remote road safety. Who would have thought something so small could have such a huge impact? Many of us don't think about where we would be without a driver's licence, and maybe we don't realise how important it was to be taught about road safety when we learned to drive. In the remote areas of Australia, not having a driver's licence can affect every aspect of a person's life, and a lack of road safety education among Indigenous people can be disastrous. Take Nathan, for example. He is unemployed, not because he wants to be, but because having a driver's licence is a necessity for most jobs in his community. Rita makes a living by producing and selling art. She needs to drive out bush to gather art materials. But Rita doesn't have a licence and she's never been taught how to drive safely and correctly. Nathan tried to get a licence, but it got too hard, so he drives without a licence. He gets caught by the police several times over the years and eventually finds himself in jail. Rita also decides she has no choice but to drive unlicensed to gather materials and make a living. She loses control of the vehicle and has a crash, putting not just her own life in danger, but the lives of others too. Nathan's jail time goes on to his permanent record. Finding a job used to be difficult, now it's almost impossible. And Rita has no way to gather materials for her art and make a living. Sadly, stories like these are more common than we think. 50% of all road deaths in the Northern Territory are Indigenous people, yet they make up 30% of the population. 25% of the prison population in the Northern Territory is made up of minor driving offenders. 97% of these people are Indigenous. The situation would be very different if more Indigenous people could get a driver's licence and learn to drive safely and correctly.